EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us across the Atlantic in the magnificent Olympia Stadion in the German capital of Berlin. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
22 yards. First down, Falcons.
A play fake. Now Penix. Crossing route and complete. He's got Pitts. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. This defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Looking to throw, Penix. Man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Colts, nothing. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On the return, here's Agnew. A beautiful fake. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air, Penix. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
42-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
1st down, they go right back to Pierce. Taken down at the 30. The Colts at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
Richardson off the play fake. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Richardson. Open there, Schwartz complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Pierce now up the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another 1st down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Looking for Pearson, he's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A little juke. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll get this one complete to Davis. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. You look at this Colt defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass, because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll throw with Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Penix working out of the gun here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point, and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. For a left side taken in by Pittman. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Falcons' 35-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find them.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Colts have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Falcons 10.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got... Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 more yards there and another first down. Here's Penix. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Intercepted. The Colts take over first and 10.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
First and 10, it's Pierce. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 24 now, here's a second and 7. Richardson looking to throw this. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Richardson looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And looking to throw, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
70 Warriors, 70 Rangers.
Now Richardson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's Richardson to throw. Let's one go downfield for Pierce. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Probably smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Over the middle, caught by London. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Penix. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Penix to the air once more. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Penix. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson. As the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Makes the score Colts 21, Falcons 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And off we go from the German capital. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. throw on first down with Penix. Open man is Davis. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That one's good for 29.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now the lefty Penix on first down. That run taken in by London. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
The second down throw is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On third and goal, it's Penix. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9. And here's the first carry for the power back, Dameon Pierce. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
38-yard line.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
From the gun, Richardson. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Remember what they success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we'll have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They're going to go play action with Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Now, deep ball for London. That one's down the field, but it is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away, incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
On 3rd down, Penix. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
On the return is Gould. But this turns out to be a solid return. They finally get him to the ground. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. Set.
On the ground to begin the drive with Pierce. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That's good.
Okay, break.
They'll come up here 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard
Let's go.
line.
Steady.
On play action, Richardson forced to his right. He'll look deep for Pittman. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
So this is where things get tricky. They work all week with the pass rush, Mike, to move the quarterback off his spot. They don't want these NFL quarterbacks in rhythm, hitting the top of their drop, and delivering the ball on time. But then the second component to that is you get them out there on the run, and it can really stress your coverage downfield. So nice job here, sticking with their guys, not giving any open targets downfield, and they force the incomplete.
19, Tiger, 19.
Richardson operating from the pistol. Flush to his right. Taking off. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
1st and
19,
10 at the
18.
20-yard line.
Steady.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. That one complete to Pierce. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the handoff, this is Pierce. To the pylon, he's in. Damian Pierce. Touchdown, Indy. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Colts move out to a 7-3 lead.
Falcons 3. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. On 1st down, it's Penix. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
all things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop.
They're on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
So after 1, it's the Colts out to the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's Bradley Pinion now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
The former K-State product, DJ Giddens. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards. From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. Let's start this one on the ground with Pierce. And this is going to be a Colts first down. He'll get this up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
These are the kind of plays that give running backs bad names. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. You're wide open, the ball's on target. He just flat out dropped it.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Go.
Richardson to throw. Now here comes the screen to Pierce. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to Damian Pierce. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Ready.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Richardson. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. Ooh. And he will score. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year.
Makes the score Colts 14. Falcons 3. Rigoberto Sanchez.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. His ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Oh, he's going to be throttled up and taken down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add into it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Now Robinson. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Kenny Moore there to make the play.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and long.
And it will be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Pierce running left. Past midfield to the 45. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Right back to Pierce on 1st down. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He was brought down by Troy Anderson. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down
at the
and 3.
17-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. And he'll take it on in. Tyler Warren. Touchdown Colts. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
The kicker on for the point after.
The extra point is good. And the Colts move out to a 21-3 advantage.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He's taken down just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short field.
And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. From the gun, here is Penix. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Berlin right after this. First and 10. Here's Penix. That caught by Davis. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On second down, here's Penix. Moving to his right. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
So often, Mike, you can tell a team's decision on fourth down by what they call on third down. So I think after that third down run, it was pretty clear that, hey, even if we don't get it here, we're comfortable going for it again on fourth down, but didn't turn out to be the case because he's able to get it there on third.
This one not quite on target. And too much, that one falls incomplete.
So while they fail to connect on this one, I don't really blame him for continuing to give his guy a shot in tight coverage. When you have someone as special as he is, you can't only throw him the ball when he's open. It's just not going to be enough opportunities. There's not going to be enough volume. So every now and then, there is a calculated risk where even if it's not the ideal window or situation, you've got to give a guy like him as many chances at the ball as you can. There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Penix on third down. That one on target to Davis. He's got it.